All right, welcome to the May monthly webinar. My name's Jonathan Bernos. I'm your customer success manager, and I'm bringing you the latest and greatest, the release notes and the deploy notes for May 2024. So if you'll notice there on my screen, you're probably seeing the InstructureCon banner, and there's a QR code to my right down there. It's in Vegas this year. InstructureCon 2024 is in Vegas, baby. Vegas, that's right. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, except for all the amazing content and great information you can pick up at InstructureCon and all the networking. You can bring that home with you because you're going to want that. But everything else, you need to leave it in Vegas because it's going to be awesome. It's going to rock and roll. It's in Vegas. So you can scan the QR code to register, get more information. If you have questions, let me know. If you are going to go, let me know. Please send me a quick line email so that we can connect. Or that I can connect you with somebody in Vegas that will be Instructure related. So let me share my screen. We're going to go through the notes. Hopefully won't take long today in this webinar. I'll try to timestamp everything so you can find it quickly. But here we go. There's the May 2024 notes that you're seeing. I'm using a slideshow and I'll link into the notes. I know I'm changing things up a bit. So I'm going to start with a couple slides. I'm going to go bounce back and forth. But first, before I jump into the notes, I want to talk about assessments, new quizzes. It's coming up. We can't avoid it. I know the trauma. I know the pain that we've gone through together. I'm with you. I've been around a little while. Some of you guys have been around longer than I have. But I've been around for 4 going on 5 years now. And New Quizzes has been New Quizzes for those 5 years that I've been here. So I know New Quizzes isn't necessarily new, but there's a lot of new things with New Quizzes that I want to put on your radar. You'll see it constantly in all of the release notes. And every month after month for the last year, we've been making enhancements and we've been working on New Quizzes to make it, to finalize it, to make it the assessment tool that we all hope and dream for, and I believe it's going to get there. So, but I want to show you where all the information is for New Quizzes because I'm going to start to hammer this month in the office hours. This is going to be my theme. This is my topic, is assessments. And so I'm going to show you where all the resources are. We're going to talk in depth on New Quizzes so that you can build up that comfort level. You can build up the trust and the confidence you need to implement New Quizzes. My goal is for you to implement by the end of the year and to implement strongly, meaning that it becomes the primary tool. And I'm going to check. I'm going to look at your data. I'm going to make a strategic plan to get you there, to have the confidence so that your end users and your instructors are using New Quizzes. Again, confidently, we're going to work on eliminating the stress, the anxiety, the trauma around New Quizzes. So in the community, just to get us started out today, this is linked into the slide. I'll link it into my email newsletter that will be attached to this webinar. And you'll see this takes us out to the New Quizzes Hub. If you haven't gone to the New Quizzes Hub, you need to bookmark it in the community because this is going to be the primary place, has been the primary place where you'll find all updates. You'll find blog posts. You're going to find opinions. You're going to find feedback, all about New Quizzes. So one of the things I think that's kind of hidden in here or maybe isn't trafficked as much as it really should be by now is the transition toolkit, which I'm going to show you here in just a moment. I did link in, you saw on the slide there, the New Quizzes product roadmap. So if you want to see what's on the radar for this quarter and next quarter or beyond, it's right here. There's some really super easy to read bullet points that kind of encapsulate what's going on with assessments, what to look forward to. All kinds of things have happened. If you want to see the blog post for New Quiz updates, it's here. If you want to go back and look through the previous release notes, it's here. If you scroll down further on the hub page, you'll see everything pertaining to New Quizzes is here. Past changes, release notes, deploys, fixes. So if you have questions, this is the place to go. You're going to get the good, the bad, the ugly. More of it's good, though, than anything. So I definitely encourage you to check that out. Looking on the roadmap for this quarter, right now, the 2 big bullets that we're expecting here by the end of this quarter, which is moving into the summer, is when instructors share item banks, they can align outcomes tied to sub-accounts and to questions within those subs. That's awesome. We've been looking forward to that. If you click on the little plus sign, you're going to get more information about it. Why is it valuable? Because we know that you all customers that have Sub-account specific item banks are now able to align outcomes to those sub-account shared item bank questions, which is we've needed that for a while. So bullet 2, instructors will be able to share new quiz content both within and outside of their organization by use of a common cartridge file to foster greater collaboration. Guess what? That's in this release. That's exciting. I'm going to go through that in the release notes. That's fantastic. Next quarter, look forward to instructors being able to manage results visibility settings within a new quiz that will help streamline feedback and instructional quality for students. Feedback and assessments. Oh, that's also very awesome and huge. Instructors will be able to provide just-in-time accommodations for additional time for students, ensuring equitable access in the quizzing process. Just-in-time accommodations. Everybody say it with me. Just-in-time accommodations. That's fantastic too. Instructors will be able to share new quizzes in Canvas Commons, empowering them to better collaborate and save time on content curation. New quizzes and comments will work together for the greater good of mankind. I love it. I'm excited. It's not Friday yet, but it's Wednesday, and I feel like it's a Friday. All right, transition toolkit. Real quickly, take a look at the transition toolkit. There's all kinds of good stuff in here. I'm going to promote this quite a bit in the office hours, and then beyond that, when we have conversations, I'm going to bring this up. If you haven't looked in here, this is going to give you a transition planning resource kit. It's got a printable preview or Google Doc template, whatever you prefer. If you're looking for a change management plan on how to implement this into your own instance, if you're looking for communication plan on how to communicate this out to your instructors, your faculty, to end users, if you're looking for a training plan, if you want to put together a custom training plan, we talked about this last month, look in the transition planning resources. Engagement plan. There's all kinds of good stuff here. Coming soon, which has been coming soon for a while, but it's coming soon. There will be sample training plans, tongue twister, sample training agendas, and more videos, which there are already lots of videos. We'll go through this in the office hours, but last month we looked at some of the training resources, and there were quite a few new quiz resources. So getting those linked here will be key, but also additional resources, timelines, FAQ, why new quizzes? If you want value in it, like why should we really move to new quizzes? We've been holding out for so long. Is it ready? Is it really there? Can it do what I need it to do? Yes, I think it can. We'll talk more about why I think it can. But is there a timeline? Is there a crunch? Are we against the wall? No, we do not have a shut-off date, sunset date for classic quizzes. However, as I've been telling everybody, over time, you're going to see fewer resources devoted to classic quizzes because the priority and the better solution is new quizzes. So we are going to support new quizzes. Support will support, because it's in the name, new quizzes over classic quizzes. So big things start to break in classic quizzes over time. If it's not meeting your workflow for some reason, we're going to point to new quizzes as the solution, not the solution being that we'll fix classic quizzes or we're going to work on classic quizzes. We're going to keep turning attention and putting more resources and more enhancements and better things into new quizzes so that eventually it outweighs classic quizzes. If this is new quizzes, it's going to outweigh this is classic quizzes. You guys like my visuals? New quizzes, classic quizzes. All right. That's what we're doing here. So I just wanted to point that out. Again, this transition toolkit is awesome. There's going to be links all over the place for this thing. So definitely use it. And because if you don't use it, we're not going to lose it. But I just wanted to do a catchy phrase. All right. Check out the discussion forum. Check out all the stuff, all things new quizzes. Sound good? All right. That's my pitch on new quizzes. Again, the slide here has the roadmap. Check that out. Release notes. Let's talk about some release notes. Before we get into release notes, big news. As of April 11th, you probably received an email here middle of the month, April 15th or so. Instructure, that's us, announces, yes, exclusive. Oh, it is. Canvas collaboration learning experience powered by Lucid Software, leader in visual collaboration. This is awesome. This is going to be included in the Rich Content Editor. I'm excited about this because as a trainer at heart or an educator at heart, adult learning, I love tools like this that allow me to whiteboard, that allow me to brainstorm, that allow me to chart, to do things like that. Those kind of tools inside of the Rich Content Editor, natively or built into Canvas as an integration, no extra charge. No, it's not an extra product. It's not an extra service you have to contract into. You will have control over it within your own instance and within the Rich Content Editor. But this is fantastic. I linked into the press release. If you want to read more about it, do that. This is really cool. I'm excited about this. If you have questions about it, please let us know. Let me know. I can provide more information. We don't have a timeline yet. I don't have any more information other than what's in the press release. If you ask me for it, I'll tell you that. So I'm sorry. It's like, it's like Christmas is coming, holidays are coming, and there's packages ready for you, but you can't open them yet. But I'm going to tell you what they are, right? That's what it is. Even though we're getting into the summer, we're far away from the holidays. So release notes. All right. Remember, release notes happen once a month. The upcoming release 518, everything that we're going to look at real quickly is going to be in your beta. You can test it out. This is bullet points on what is in the release notes for 518. Again, these are in beta right now to be tested. We have an update rich content editor, a find and replace plugin, which is pretty cool. Export new quizzes using Common Cartridge. There it is. That's awesome. Canvas avatar syncs to Big Blue Button. That one's not, don't get, the exciting one is the Common Cartridge. Let's take a look. All right, in the release notes page, as we scroll down, rich content editor, find and replace plugin affects all users. This is cool. It's in your beta currently. Go test it. Rich content editor, find and replace plugin is available. Change benefit is it's efficient. It's awesome. It's amazing for data extraction, transformation, and manipulation. So when you're in the RCE underneath tools, you'll find a find and replace the magnifying glass, which will allow you to type in a find component or within the content, and then replace that component with something new that you type in. Replace all, replace, previous, next. And so a lot like a search now, where you can search content built into your browser. It'll be built into the RCE, and you can use that to find and replace. That's awesome. Feature options. There's no video available yet, by the way, but this is your video for it. Feature options. That means things that are still in the oven being baked. The bread is not baked yet, but you can still eat the bread. You just got to pull it out and eat it. We'll put it back in because we got to finish baking it. It's not going to make you sick, I promise. Feature options, new quizzes. Here we go. Main benefit for the instructor, and they've been asking for it. We're here to make we're here to make them happy. All right, this is in beta. Featured option name to enable was within new quizzes. Enable feature option location. It's in your account settings. Beta environment is not in beta yet. I lied. I'm sorry. Catch me sometimes. It was meant to be in beta. It's not in beta yet. It'll be in beta 5.10, which is funny because that's 8 days before for testing, before it hits production. But check it out when you get a chance. The exporting course content, new quizzes are now included in Common Cartridge exports and course content export files as XML file types, allowing the import of existing quizzes into new quizzes. This has been a pretty big hang up or challenge for a little bit. So change benefit is going to update enhance efficiency by enabling instructors to export new quizzes and course exports. So there's some visuals here on how it's done. Export type, selecting course. Now content type, Common Cartridge. Choose your source. Options, import existing as new quizzes. There you go. Test it out. Let us know if you have feedback. I'm excited about it. We'll get our hands on it 5.10 for some testing before it hits production. Other updates, conferences. Smaller updates, avatar syncs to Big Blue Button. If you are a Big Blue Button customer still and your user in Canvas, then the inside of the Big Blue Button display options for conferences, you are now able to share avatars. Just let me know. I think it's something the customer success manager must enable. So if you are a Big Blue Button customer, let me know and I can help you out there. So that's the end of our release notes. Again, not much there, but it packs a punch. If we're looking at an Oreo cookie here, got some chocolate on the bottom, got the cream filling in the middle, which is the good stuff for new quizzes. And we got the chocolate cookie on the bottom. All right, let's go back to our notes here. Let's look at deploy notes. Deploy notes. Got a couple things going on. Updates. Deploys, remember, they're typically enhancements to existing enhancements. I shouldn't use the same word net. To releases, they're kind of tweaks or modifications to existing enhancements. And right here we see on 5.8, which is coming up in 7 days next week, Gradebook message students who have submitted updates, and then Gradebook message students who have not submitted updates, both beneficial for the instructor. Let's take a look at it real quick. That's what I'm meant to do. We're going to go out to the deploy notes into the community. Again, message students who have submitted updates. This is for the instructor. This is going to take place in the area of Gradebook. We've done a lot of Gradebook enhancements as well. In Gradebook, message students who feature is enhanced to allow instructors to message students who have submitted an assignment. Down below, you have their compose message selection in the drop-down menu, have submitted, have not submitted. And then you have your options tied to that, all on time, graded on time submissions, not graded. And then you have your messaging display or component from there. So that's fantastic. What a great update. What a great enhancement made to some of the gradebook functionality. Down below that, message to students who have not submitted updates. There's your other option in the drop-down menu. Now we can actually see those students the displayed who have not submitted, and we can either select one or multiple students. You have the checkbox options there on top, in addition to the seeing the students there in the send, and then you can compile a message. That's fantastic. We're moving closer and more towards being able to identify students. We're going to see some more of that in reporting this year, identifying students that may need some additional assistance, and then giving that assistance through Canvas as that communication hub, that learning management platform that can be more robust. You can reach out to them through Canvas quickly for the instructor to be able to engage with them, provide that assistance, and get them back into where they need to be. More engagement is better. More engagement is better. We know there's challenges out there with enrollments. Engaged students, they stay enrolled, they stay connected. Non-engaged students, we lose them, they slip away. Whatever we can do to continue to engage our students, that's what we need to do. That's what we're building tools for here, and that's where we're seeing a lot of our updates here in Canvas. Woo! Now, I don't have anything else outside of that. Did I have reminders? Yeah, I do have reminders. I forgot to move my slide. Anyways, let's see. Before I jump into the reminders, what was I going to say? I forgot. Well, let's go into reminders. Oh, yeah. Reminders. Remember, coming up in the summer, July, discussion enhancements enforcement is going to happen. You can't fight it. Don't hold out. Get in there and test it now. Get ready for the changeover between semesters. The reason why it's happening in summer is so you have time to look at it before the fall introduction, right? So as soon as spring's over, and we're getting there for most of you, get in there, check out the discussion enhancements. See what enhancements have already taken place to better in the discussions tool. A lot of it is going to be around accessibility. It's going to be around replies. It's going to be around how the thread appears. It's also going to be around the at mentions. So being able to pull people into the threads. It's much more to common or what you see out there with other modern discussion tools. That's what we're bringing it. There's going to be continued enhancements, bigger enhancements to discussions. But in order to have those, you have to turn on the enhancements that have been done to date. So if you need help doing that, that's within your settings. Just flip it on. There's a switch in your feature options. Flip on discussions. Test it in the summertime. Be prepared for bigger and larger enhancements. Again, a lot of these are going to be an integration into other areas of Canvas, so it's going to be very beneficial. But you definitely want to check out those discussions. And then also, we're going to enforce new analytics. Everyone's using it already. I'm not concerned with this. You have new course analytics, but we also have admin analytics. We have lots of new reporting also coming out this year, later this year. You'll hear about it in InstructureCon. You can't get that reporting unless we lay the groundwork for it using new analytics. That also means legacy account analytics will be going away. So if you've fallen in love with it and that's all you use, I know change is difficult sometimes, but you got to embrace it, especially with technology and education, because good things are going to follow the changes and you got to be ready for it. So say your goodbyes now. Write your breakup letters for legacy account analytics because it's going away. Get ready because new analytics is awesome. It's going to continue to be enhanced. Check it out if you haven't already. Most of you have. If you have questions, let me know. We can review this on a call. Happy to do that. I'm happy to review, and that's going to be another theme probably in June in the summer. We're really going to look at data analytics. We're going to start looking at the reporting that you have available. Is it enough? What do you need? How can we get you what you need if you're not getting it through canned reports, if you're not getting it through the data that's provided in Canvas already? How can we get it? I know I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about buying those reports. I'm talking about what can I do to figure out what you need? Tell me what you need because I want to get it to you. I want to make sure you have it. I feel like a used car salesman right now. Just come on down here. We're going to figure out what you need. We got what you need. We're going to get it to you. Right? Is that what it? I don't know. That's what a used car salesman, sounds like. So maybe I got a side gig going. I don't know. Blog posts. We got a lot of cool blog posts. This is a great way for product to give you updates. I had a lot of sugar this morning. I'm just going to toss that out there. Blog and community resources. So check these out. These are great. There's lots of good stuff in here for some of the enhancements that are coming from product. This is always a great little preview into roadmap items, things that are up and coming, exciting things. We've got no updates with Studio, with Catalog and Impact, nothing in the last few months. But again, if you're looking at credentials, you should be. If you're not, badging is going to be, it's almost essential in higher education, non-credit or credit, traditional degree path courses or not. You got to look at badges. How can we use badges? Because credentialing is becoming a very aggressive and valid way for students to engage with institutions. They are important. So if you're not looking at credentials, let's start talking about credentials somehow. Badges are free. Let's talk about how we can use badges in a free program, introductory, test, try it out. Then we can talk about credentials later. But if you haven't evaluated it, let's look at it because we continue to enhance it. And our credentials are always going to be a little slightly more advantageous than other solutions out there because we're building it with intent to integrate into Canvas. That makes it more dangerous in a good way. So check it out. I'm going to keep talking about credentials probably in the summer in July. Let's do credentials. Let's just talk about badging. Let's just focus on badging and how can we use this and how can we be effective? How can we monetize it? Outside of what's already being what's monetized with credit hours and when people take courses within your instance. Let's do it. Whew. All right. Check out these blog posts. There's lots of good stuff in here. I'm not going to go through them in detail, but they will be linked in the newsletter. So that's exciting. Yeah. So that's what I got. I think that's all I got. Is this all that I have? Let me bounce out here and check out the. Oh, I stopped sharing. Let me bounce out of the slideshow real quick and double check. See, well, I got you. When you guys are, those of you that hang on at the end for the great joke at the end that I haven't done yet, probably should though. That'd be good, like a good benefit of why you should stick around. That's all I got. Those are the release notes and the deploy notes. So again, check out our office hours. Office hours. They're always going to be the third Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of the month, depending on the state that you're in. Office hours will be in 2 weeks. We will have 2 weeks. Office hours for Illinois are going to be May 15th, Wednesday at 2 p.m. Central, always 2 p.m. For Iowa, you guys haven't been showing up. I need you to show up, Iowa. Iowa, where are you at? If I'm going to rank states right now and how they're doing based on engagement, Missouri, that's my home state. You guys are rocking. Illinois, you guys are doing a good job. You guys are showing up. Iowa. Come on, Iowa. Really? Iowa. Man, Iowa, you guys are on Thursday, May 16th at 2 p.m. Central. And my Missouri folks, because it's odd that the way the month works out this month, because of yesterday, the 30th, took up a Tuesday, that actually pushes your office hours to the 21st. So May 21st for Missouri, you guys are the late one. That's going to be your office hours at 2 p.m. Central. So they're all going to be good. Again, I'm going to have some great themes for you in May. That is going to be your assessments. We're going to go through lots and lots of detail. I'm going to get you ready for new quizzes, whether you like it or not. I'm sorry. I'm here for you, though. I'm in your corner. I feel your pain, but I promise you, this horizon is silver. And it's beautiful, and we're going to get there together. So happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. I'm going to get this out today. And if you have questions, reach out. Contact me. Let me know. If you want to explore stuff, reach out. Contact me. We're all on the same team. We're all looking for more engagement. We're all looking for more usage. We're all looking for ways to keep our students engaged with us and keep them coming back because it's all about them. Let's do it together. Come on, educators. Let's go. That's my ending. Bye.